Hi folks, remember the wife Carly? You ever wish you could go back in time? Well, you know what the cool thing about video editing is? You can. So we've already shot this video and it had a very interesting ending, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
So we're gonna implore you, if you are an RV owner and you have, say, pre-wire for any Furrion product or pre-wire for anything for that matter, this video is for you more than anything. So here goes. This week's video is actually a product opening video. So for those of you RV enthusiasts out there, I think you'll get a kick out of this. All right, so what we're gonna feature here is the Furrion Vision S. So this is a observation, like a video observation system for the RV. A lot of travel trailers out there actually come pre-wired with Furrion tech. So like, you know, solar panels, cameras, etc. This on our rig will actually go in the back where it's already wired. All right, now you can pick this up at Amazon, Camping World, any place like that. Leave out Camping World, you're looking about, I want to say about $4.50 for something comparable. If you have a good SAM discount, might get you down to like $4.25. We picked this up at, we picked this up on Amazon. So it was about $3.99. They have a special. If you actually go and say get their credit card or something like that, they'll actually knock off like 70 bucks for you. So that's actually a pretty good deal. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. All right, we're just gonna jump right into it now. But one thing I wanna point out, we are not being endorsed in any which way, shape, or form by Furrion. We purchased this for ourselves and figured we'd just share with y'all. It's not something I see every day. Standard packaging. So what we're looking at is a 4.3 inch display that I'm going to mount into the cab of the pickup truck. And then the rear view camera will attach, just like in this picture, right back here. So we'll do that later. Right now, let's just get her open. Okay. So it looks like the first thing they're going to give us here is a display. So this whole system is wireless, and apparently it's pretty good range from what I've read in the reviews. This is actually something that we've been looking at for close to a year now, if not longer. No, it'll be close to a year. We got our RV last July. All right, so there's the display. Now, if I understand correctly, this is going to be powered, or sorry, rather mounted just to my windshield and then powered with a cigarette adapter. Yeah. So it's pretty standard. Insert the ball right in here, and then you'll adjust it how you wish on your windshield. Now this can act also as a, a security camera on top of that. So from what I understand, you can set this so that it's triggered by motion. So if you're inside the RV, you can actually bring the display in yourself and just set it in there on the table, or if you want to mount it to a wall, I guess you could. But you would be able to see what's going on outside the rig. You could actually purchase additional cameras on top of this one to run off the same system. Okay, so this makes sense here. So how this is going to get mounted is like this, and then the camera is adjustable, all right? Now the next part of this here, let's see here, we have, of course, zip ties, but we're not worried about that right now. Got power. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. Basic wireless antenna. Now notice the slot here. So that's going to point out, but you can adjust it like so. Get that nice and tight. There we go. So basically what you're looking at is you're going to have the antenna like so, and then the camera is notched, so it goes up and down. So you're going to want to adjust this. See, I think we're going to want to pitch on that because like a little higher, because I want to get a good radius. I know it's going to give you that, but I don't want to shoot or rather video the actual, just the road, at the rear end of it. I want to actually push out. I want to be able to see the cars even when I'm driving. So that's why we want to be able to tweak that any way we want. Now, the one thing that I really did like about this, because again, our rig was already pre-wired for it. So there's just 4 screws. That's all that's to it. Let's see, it's pretty simple here. So you have camera in there, wire straight to that. You have a rubber gasket on here because of course it's waterproof. See, at least if you're going to invest something like that, or in something like this, you want to be able to, have some advantages like a quick installation, not spend $300, $400, $500 on a camera system, and then you have a long install process. Basic power cord here, cigarette adapter. Of course, we have tons of these in the F-150, so they'll come in handy. And then, of course, standard plug for the camera. This is going to be the piece that we're going to connect into the unit so that we can actually receive the signal. All right, but this should all already be there. Literally 4 screws and you're done. With a little light you can see. Just that simple. All right, so we're going to take all this outside and we're going to start looking at actually installing the camera on the rig. There's the placeholder for the Furrion. We're going to get a quick closer look before we start. All right, as you can see, that's a Furrion wireless observation or backup camera pre-install mountain kit. So it says there we should be able to plug and play in less than 15 minutes, and I think that's about right. So we got the 4 screws each side here. So we're just going to remove that. There should be 2 wires for us to pull out. We're going to attach those wires and then mount up the camera. Okay, well, this is going to be a lot easier than we had expected. So the wire it comes with is, if you don't have the pre-wire, obviously, so you'd actually have to splice in and run wire through the walls of the RV, which nobody likes to do anyway. But that being said, here's a plug. So here in a second, we're just going to plug this bad boy in. Should get power on the camera, and then we'll meet you up front in the cab after that. Literally plug and play. So it says 15 minutes. That's actually not true. That's for the faint of heart. So if you can't replace 4 screws nice and tight, then maybe it will. But yeah, we're good to go. No issues here. Antenna, I have seen flickering, so I know I have power coming out of here. So now we're going to head to the cab and configure the system and check out our view. I'm hoping, based on the angle here, that we're going to be good, because I don't want to come back up here. It's also 100 plus already where we are here in Arizona. All right. Okay, so everyone's probably wondering why we're not in the cab of the truck right now. Well, the long story short is the camera works great if it's plugged in the rig, like inside of your cab of your truck. So coming off the cigarette lighter adapter, there's actually a plug-in to test your camera. Camera works flawlessly.
It really does. Problem is the pre-wire. So if you've been following our channel, you probably know we have a 2019 Coleman 2155BH that we would really like to upgrade. We have had a heck of a time. So Coleman is like if you were to go to Ford and buy an Eddie Bauer, Coleman is Keystone. And frankly, our experience the past year, well, how would you state your experience so far since we've had it?
Not very good. Not like you would expect.
No.
An RV.
Now, we understand that a lot of these companies, when they build them, everyone knows that you're going to start having issues as soon as you roll off the lot. But we literally,
non-stop.
Yeah, it's been a year, like a year this month that we purchased her. And the thing is that everything's resolvable, but, and I'm sorry, Camping World, but 3 months for an appointment and then 2 months of the rig sitting at the lot. So like, we're unwilling to take it in to even have the wiring inspected. And I couldn't find any hot wires coming out of tail lights or anything like that. The problem is the camera won't fire up. There is no power, none coming in at that where it's pre-wired for. Zero. Just, you know. And what was the latest thing? Hot water heater's out. So, you know.
Oh, and the seat ripped, right?
No seat's ripped. You're talking about the fascia coming off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, paneling's already falling off. It's almost like it's like a house that's settling incorrectly. So, really, for those of you who are on the market, I would say make sure that you buy from someone that for sure can service your vehicle quickly. Because our biggest frustration right now is service. And do we love RVing? Yes. Are we going to stop? Hell no. Right now we're probably on the verge. And if any of you recognize the hat, probably know where I'm going with this. But there's a good possibility in future episodes you're going to see a Grand Design rolling around with us. So she's excited about that. I'm looking at monetary value, but yeah, I mean, and the thing is that from our knowledge, it seems that those with Grand Design seem to have one less issues because the quality checks at the factory are impeccable. And then their time in dealer for service, I heard, is like under 3 days, not 2 to 3 months. But that's, you know, even if we can get an appointment. So if I call today for an appointment, probably looking at September, October. Let's see, this is July, September, October. And today is July, what, 6th? 7th. Today is July 7th. And if I call the dealership right now, it'd be another 60 to 90 days just to get in the door. Then they want me to leave it. And actually what we found out last time is we left it and it took 3 weeks before they inspected it and got back to us and everything.
Just sitting there.
And then it sat there for a couple months. We'll find out later that, oh yeah, you could have taken the rig in and out if you wanted it. You just got to bring it back. And well, first of all, it's all inconvenient. But they didn't even touch it for the majority of the time they had it. And it just sat there and collected dust. I mean, they were nice enough to charge up the battery before we picked it up. But so that's the end of the video, folks. It's ugly. You know, we recommend the camera if you have wiring that works or you do the wiring yourself. It's pretty snazzy. We returned it to Amazon, and we won't be getting any additional equipment for this rig at this time. Okay, well, there you have it, folks. Thanks again. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.